Hi, this is John with Pier28, shop.pier28.com. Today I'm going to be doing an unboxing of the Street Guardian SG9665GM dash camera. So let's take a look. Now this is Australian packaging, so of course it's fine in the US here on the other side, on the right side of the driving, if you know what I mean. And let's open it up here. So the Street Guardian product here comes bundled with a 32 gig card, and it's already in the unit ready to go, so you're gonna love that. Alrighty, so first thing on top is the microfiber carrying case bag with the drawstrings. That's kind of nice there. And here it is, Street Guardian. All right, so what we got here is one of the most discreet form factors in a dash camera you're gonna find. Glass hugging design means it's gonna be right up against your windshield, and then you're going to be able to position this lens exactly where you want it. Even a vertical window, no problem at all. All right, so the Street Guardian here is full HD, 1080p, 30 frames a second. The CMOS sensor is a Aptina AR0330. The viewing angle is 170 degree diagonal. The memory included is a micro SD 32 gig card. That is a Kingston brand, so it's high quality brand name. It's going to record in MOV format H.264. And it's going to have a microphone built in here, and it's going to have a speaker built in as well, and it is firmware upgradable. It's got a G sensor built in, and the input is a mini USB 5 volt, so that's a standard mini USB port there. Next to it here we have GPS in, that's optional, and I'll get to that when we unbox it, talk a little bit more about that later. This is video in, so video out rather, so if you want to display this to another screen in your car, you can do a video out, no problem. The operational temperature range is -20 to 60 degrees centigrade. I don't have that converted to Fahrenheit handy, but that's in the manual, no problem. And I'll talk more about the details of this camera after we do the unboxing. So let's see what we got in here. Everything's protected with foam. The next layer here is the user manual. There's an updated version on the website, which is streetguardian.info/support. All right, cardboard insert. Next layer we got here is a screen cleaning cloth. So basically when you go to mount this to the window, you're going to want to clean your all the residue off with this nice included pad here. All right, the next layer we got are some little clips. So when you route the wires, if you're not going to do a professional job underneath the actual plastic sides of your A-pillars, you can just do it the easy clip way here, or you can also hide the wires underneath your dashboard too with these. Alright, here's the power supply. Again, it's a 5 volt converter with a mini USB port at the end there. The length and specs are on our website. I don't have that handy right now, but it's pretty long. It's going to reach everywhere. Okay, here is a combination of things, so let's break this part down. The most important one being the actual mount, which is a 3M adhesive, and what this does is go right against your windshield, and once it's where you want it, this just slides right in and clips in like so. So let's see if I can get it out. There we go. All right, and the next item in the bag of goodies is a spare pad, so if you screw up you can redo it again, or if you move it to a different car. The other thing included is this string, and what's good about this string is if you have to remove the adhesive pad, you can just saw between the glass and that pad with this nice heavy-duty Teflon string. You could use floss too, but the floss usually breaks sometimes, so this is heavy-duty. Alright, the next thing we got here is a keychain micro SD to USB adapter, so you can pop out the micro SD card and put it right in here. I'll show you how that comes out now while we're on the topic. So there's the micro USB slot. You're just going to stick in your thumbnail. If you don't have any nails, you can just use your key, credit card corner, things like that. So when you pop it and you hear the clip, here it is, Kingston 32 gig class 10. So you put it in with the label facing away from you towards the window and click. Alright, back to the accessories. So you're going to want to put this on your keychain, and the nice thing about this is as soon as you pop that card out, you're going to want to stick it in your keychain, which is of course on your keys, ready to go, and then you won't lose the card. You can bring it indoors and start watching the videos and whatnot. Alright, it comes with a mini USB cable. That's if you want to attach it to your computer for file transfer or just powering it up. But I recommend doing it through the actual card itself. The performance is much better. Alright, here is a cord cover. So what this is you can route the cables all the way up close to the ceiling, and when you mount your plate, you're going to want to just mate it right to that circle right there. You can see how it fits, and you're going to stick this right up to the ceiling of your car, and that's going to make it look very professional. It's going to make it look like it's almost like a OEM built-in rain sensor. You can see pictures of those on the website. I'll just simulate really quick. Imagine that being behind your rear view mirror, and all you see is that taper up to the ceiling. Very nice. So it's another sticky pad. Take that off, and boom, boom. Alright, if you mess that up, of course, there is a spare one for that too. Alright, so that's a quick unboxing. Let's actually power it up here so I can talk about the menu. I'll do a complete walkthrough. And let's see if there's anything else I missed before we go into there. I showed you how you can adjust this, and got a reset button there, and we'll talk about the buttons as we use them. Make sure you take your protector off. There's also a protection on here too, so if you forget about this, it might kind of blur the image, so make sure you take out the protection off of the lens as well. Alright, let me find my power cord. Here it is. I already got one plugged in. So away we go, right on top. Let's line it up. As soon as you apply power, you're going to see the nice Street Guardian logo, boot logo, and it's going to immediately start recording. And there's two ways to tell it's recording. You're going to have the LED blinking on the top, and on the LCD screen you're going to have a flashing red light. So let's cover some more of the specs before I start going through the menu here. Let's see. We talked about the accessories. It's a 1.5-inch TFT screen. The processor itself is a Novatech NT96650. Many of you know that's their top-end processor for full HD videos. And you're going to get HDR, which is high dynamic range, which is pretty decent night vision. It's not as good as the panorama, but it's leaps and bounds better than what was out last year. Let's see. So 15 megabit is what it's going to record at. Full 1080p HD, H.264 MOV. And everything else I'm ready to talk about, I need to be in the actual menu to show you. Alright, so again, you power it up, it's going to start recording. You got the recording light. If you ever want to wake it up, you're just going to hit the power button quickly once. So you can turn the screen on and off with the power button. Boom. Now, while it's recording, you can't really do anything else until you stop the recording. You can't get into the menu until you stop the recording. So you hit the REC button for record, and once you hit that, It's going to stop recording, and now we can get to the next button, which is menu. So if you hit the menu button once, it goes to layer 1. If you hit the menu button twice, second time, it goes to layer 2. There is no layer 3, so if you hit menu, back to normal. So let's start with layer 1. Hit the menu once. Okay, from here, it's a combination of up, down, these buttons on the right, up, down. The OK button is the middle one. So while you're in the menu, these 3 buttons function as up, down, and select. So let's go down, resolution. There's just one resolution, full HD. And we're going to go down to loop recording. Okay, this is how long each file will be before it creates a new one. So right now it's going to create a 3-minute file, and as soon as that 3 minutes is over, it's going to record a new 3-minute file, one right after another, after another, after another. Once the card is full, it'll overwrite the oldest file with the newest file, so it'll just be in a cyclic recording, set it and forget it, day after day, week after week, month after month, no problem. You'll just keep recording and recording. All right, so let's keep it 3 minutes. All right, next one is HDR. The default is on. That's good for night vision. All right, EV is exposure value. You might want to mess with that if you have this in the back window and you need to compensate for tinted windows. All right, let's go down to other way down to motion detection. The default is off. That means it's going to just constantly record the whole time. You don't want it to try to detect whether there's motion or not. The motion detection on this isn't as good as the panorama, so I wouldn't really depend on it for night vision or nighttime motion detection. It is there if you want to play with it though. Next is record audio. So the default is on, and you can tell it's on because the mic is solid red. So that means it's recording audio. If you don't want to record audio, you can mute it through the menu, or you can also hit the mic button while it's recording. The mic button will affect that. I'll show you when we back out of the menu. All right, date stamp is on. So that'll be the on-screen display date stamp. GPS is optional. And if you have it plugged in, I'll go to that after I'm done with the menu. You need to have that on there. All right, G-sensor. G-sensor is if there's an impact and you want it to lock the file so you can be confident or be assured that that file will not be overwritten or deleted. Any impact to your car will cause the G-sensor to lock the current file being recorded. So low sensitivity is the default. You can go medium or high or off. So low is pretty good. All right, so that is all of layer 1. All right, so we hit the menu button. We're back to the default. So I said layer 1 was what we just did, which was the video settings. Layer 2 is a second menu press, which is the rest of the settings. So now let's cover that. So down to date and time. That's how you manually set the date and time. Time zone, it's going to be defaulted to Sydney, so you're going to want to change that to your time zone, which is -8 for California for me. All right, auto power off. That's if there's no recording going on and you want it to power off if nothing's happening. That's how that works. It's not going to affect turning off if you're recording, so don't worry about it turning off as long as it's recording. All right, beep sound is on, of course. You can hear it beeping, but if you want to turn it off, there it is. Language, we got multiple languages here. Back to English. All right, TV mode. It's going to default to PAL, which is over in Australia and Europe. We're going to want to go to NTSC for North America. That's only affecting the video out, which anybody will rarely use, but it is an option. The cable's not included, but there it is. All right, frequency. All right, the default is 50 hertz. We want to use 60 hertz. What that is a power frequency, and you want to be in sync, so you're going to reduce flicker if there's like different types of fluorescent lights and whatnot. So if you pick 60 hertz, you're going to have a better picture quality in North America. All right, screensaver. So after you first turn on the car, it starts recording. After 1 minute, the screen will turn off and it'll keep recording, and that light will keep flashing knowing it's recording. Alright, format. If you want to format the card, you can go down to OK. Let's format the card. Boom. Alright, the card is now formatted. Everything has been deleted, even the locked files. So if you have locked files, that's how you delete them. Alright, default settings. That's if you want to go back to the factory defaults. Alright, car number. This you can change to be whatever you want. So you click OK on car number. You go to each letter. And then I believe you hit menu to the next one. Menu to the next one, menu to the next one, menu, done. Alrighty, so you can put your license plate number or a cutesy nickname, whatever you want to put there. It'll be embedded onto the video. Alright, version, this is so you can see which firmware version you're on. I'm currently on 2014-0926. And that is the rest of the menu. So now we can talk a little bit more about the camera itself. So you hit the menu button. We're back to the main screen. You want to start the recording. Hit the record button. So let me show you one more time by simulating returning the car off. So that's like I just shut the car off. And it's going to keep recording for a little bit longer. And there's the shutdown screen. All right, so now you start your car. Let's simulate starting your car. And again, there it is, automatically recording. So back to that mute button on the right. Right now you can tell it is recording audio because the solid red light is there. So if I hit the mic button once, the icon on the screen has a slash through that microphone and the red LED is off, so it is not recording audio. It's video only now. So let's turn the microphone back on. That slash is away from the icon and the blinking light is blinking once again. Okay, so the record button I said is to stop the recording so that you can get into the menu. This emergency triangle button in the middle while you're recording is to manually lock a file. So if you drive past something very interesting, you can simulate the G-sensor lock by doing a manual event lock by hitting the button once. You're going to see that yellow triangle there, and that means it's going to be capturing a few seconds before and a bit after the current video being recorded will be locked. Alright, and let's see. So that is a full walkthrough of the menu. I gave you some of the specs. Let me check here some of the notes here. It's got a 1-year warranty. And I went through all those accessories. We have more information on the website, streetguardian.info. I wanted to show the optional GPS. So this is the optional external GPS antenna logger. And what you're going to do is plug it into the middle port here. And as soon as you plug it in, it's going to go from no GPS to a speed indicator. I don't have signal indoors because you need to be outdoors, so it's going to be red. Once it's locked on to satellites, you're going to have a green instead of a red indicator here. So the GPS antenna needs to be mounted facing up towards the sky, so the GPS logo always needs to be facing up towards the sky. So it's ideal to run it so it's on your dashboard and then run up through the side. If that's not possible and you have to put it against the window, you can always move the sticky tape. You can actually peel this off and put a little piece on the other side and then stick it against the windshield, as long as this is facing up so you get the best quality signal. So that is the GPS antenna, which is optional and not included. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy. And this is the beginning of many more Street Guardian products to come into 2015.